So good morning. In the last class, we were discussing the properties of equipotential surface, and I have told you, as far as equipotential surfaces are concerned, no two equipotential surfaces intersect each other. If two equipotential surfaces happen to intersect, then at the point of intersection, there will be two values of potential, which is not possible. ಇದೊಂದು equipotential surface ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ surface ಮೇಲೆ potential 10 volts ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. At each and every point on this surface, potential is 10 volt. This is another equipotential surface. At each and every point of which the potential is 20 volt. ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 20 volt ಇದೆ, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ 10 volt ಇದೆ. ಇವೆರಡು intersect ಆದ್ರೆ at the point of intersection, the potentials may be 10 volt and 20 volt. At single point, there exists two potential, which is not at all possible. So no two equipotential surfaces can intersect each other. This is the first property. After that, I have told you, work done to move a charge from one point to another point on the equipotential surface will be zero. There will be no work done to move a charge from one point to another point on equipotential surface. Work done is given by potential difference into charge. Electrostatics nage work done is always given by potential difference into charge. Potential difference between 2 points on equipotential surface. Equipotential surface andre ee point hatra 10 volts irtade, ee point hatra 10 volts irtade potential. So potential difference between 2 points becomes zero. So work done also becomes zero. And electric field lines are always normal to the equipotential surface. If this is an equipotential surface, electric field lines are always normal to equipotential surface, right? So this is regarding some of the basic properties of an equipotential surface, right? So with this understanding of the properties of equipotential surface, we will now try to draw the equipotential surfaces for different charge configurations. We'll try to draw the equipotential surfaces for different charge configurations. See, we had already started drawing equipotential surfaces for a single point charge. See, because of a single point charge, I have told you the electric potential is given by V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. This is potential at a point due to a single point charge. We are going to keep this Q constant, Q change ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. And for a given distance, for a given value of R, Q constant, R ಕೂಡ constant ಇಟ್ಟರೆ 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is of course constant. V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R will remain constant. Observe here, at points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, the potential will be given by V. Illella ee points hatra ella potential V irtade. So this is a surface of constant potential. So this is an equipotential surface. Idadmele similarly, if I choose some points, say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at distances R1 from the source charge, illi source charge ade. From this source charge, if I choose some points 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 at distances R1, nodri 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 are at equal distance from the source charge. E source charge inda 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points are at equal distance. Andre R is kept constant for 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So what will be the potentials at this point? Whether they will be different or they will be the same. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hatra. They will be different or they will be the same. Different irbaka, same irbaka. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 potentials. They must be the same, isn't it? They must be the same. So due to a positive source charge, or in general due to a point charge, equipotential surfaces will be concentric spheres. ಈ ರೀತಿ concentric spheres ಬರ್ತವೆ with charge as the center. Equipotential surface for a point charge will be concentric spheres with the charge as the center, right? Just a minute. So can you tell me if I name this surface as equipotential surface 1 and this as equipotential surface 2, which surface will have higher potential? Which surface will have higher potential? See, surface 1 is at a distance r from the source charge and surface 2 is at distance r1 from the source charge, and you can observe potential is inversely proportional to the distance from the source charge. So which surface will be at higher potential? Surface 1 will be at higher potential. Andre complete surface 1 10 volts nagirbodu, surface 2 ಏನದಲ್ಲ it will be at 5 volts, right? It will be at 5 volts. Okay. Similarly, surface 3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. This will be surface 3. See, for a point charge, equipotential surfaces will be concentric spheres with charge as the center. That I have shown it here. Illi torsi nodri. With charge as the center, I have drawn some concentric spheres. Circles antade. It must be spheres. So equipotential surface for a isolated point charge must be concentric spheres with charge at the center. Right? I hope the idea is clear. Idadmele, you can also draw equipotential surfaces in a uniform electric field. Equipotential surfaces in a uniform electric field. Uniform electric field nage equipotential surfaces hagirtav nodi. In a uniform electric field. See, uniform electric field is always represented by equispaced parallel lines. This is how uniform electric field is represented. Uniform electric field is represented by equispaced parallel lines. This is uniform electric field, right? For this uniform electric field, if you are asked to draw the equipotential surfaces, ಹೇಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅವಾಗ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್. ಫಾರ್ ಆನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್, equipotential surface must always be normal, or I have told you electric field lines are always normal to the equipotential surface. ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ equipotential surface ಗೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ we can draw the equipotential surfaces in this manner. These are the equipotential surfaces. Nodri, for these equipotential surfaces, electric field lines are perpendicular, right? So, if you are asked to draw equipotential surfaces in a uniform electric field, equipotential surfaces will be the planes perpendicular to electric field lines. Electric field lines ಗೆ perpendicular ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು plane ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ that will represent the equipotential surface in the electric field, right? Can you tell me what happens to the potential in the direction of the electric field? Can you tell me what happens to the electric potential in the direction of the electric field? Suppose this is source charge. Due to positive source charge, electric field will be radially outward. This is point A, this is point B. As a charge moves from A to B, can you tell me what happens to its potential? What happens to its potential? Adradu potential enagtade heltira? As a charge moves in the direction of the electric field, what happens to its potential? Decrease. This we have proved in the derivation. E is equals to minus dV by dx. We have proved a relationship between electric field and electric potential. Correct alla? I have told you the significance of negative sign there. Negative sign signifies that electric potential decreases in the direction of the electric field. Electric field direction nage electric potential decrease agtade. That is the significance of negative sign. And I have told you dV by dx is known as a potential gradient. Potential gradient. It is change in potential with distance. Distance change ಆದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ potential change ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ distance increase ಆದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ potential ಕೂಡ increase ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ with distance potential would have increased. Because it is negative, with the increase in distance from the source charge ಇಂದ ದೂರ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ potential decrease ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ with this idea, can you tell me if I name this as EP1, EP2 and EP3, which surface will be at higher potential? Which equipotential surface will be at higher potential? EP1, EP2, EP3 nodri. This is the direction of electric field. Can you tell me which of these three will be at higher potential? ಯಾವುದು higher potential ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? EP1, EP2, EP3. Yes. EP1 will be at higher potential. EP1 will be at higher potential. Very good. Andre, this means EP1 may be every point on EP1, each and every point on EP1 may be at say 25 volts. Each and every point on EP1 will be at 25 volts. Each and every point on EP2 may be at 20 volts. And each and every point on EP3 may be at 15 volts. This is the idea of an equipotential surface. And you must remember, in the direction of electric field, electric potential is going to decrease, right? Electric field is negative potential gradient. Electric field is negative potential gradient. He would define marboth electric field now, right? So this is all regarding the equipotential surfaces. Is the idea of equipotential surface clear? Is the idea of equipotential surface clear? ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಅದ equipotential surfaces ಹೇಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ? Equipotential surface ಹೇಗೆ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡೌಟ್ ಅದ ಇನ್ನು? So I'll explain. The idea of equipotential surface is very simple. It is a surface of constant potential. ಯಾವ surface ಮೇಲೆ potential constant ಇರ್ತದೋ ಅಂತ surface ನ equipotential surface ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, right? And electric field lines are always normal to equipotential surface. Electric field lines are always normal to equipotential surface, right? So this is all regarding equipotential surfaces. So with this idea of equipotential surface, we will now try to understand potential due to potential at a point, potential at a point due to a system of charges. Potential at a point due to a system of charges. That means you will have to calculate potential at single point due to many charges. On the point charge idre, suppose you have only charge Q, you may calculate potential at point P, which is at a distance R. Suppose you have a single point charge Q, and if you are asked to calculate potential at point P, which is at a distance R, you will write potential at point P due to this source charge is V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R anta baradbiಡ್ತೀರಿ. Suppose if the same point is surrounded by many charges like this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, so on. If many charges are surrounding a single point, then potential at this point due to these many charges are to be calculated by ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇವಿಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಇಂದ potential ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ, that must be calculated. So we will now calculate potential at a point due to a system of charges. System of charges means a group of charges. System of charges means a group of charges. So potential at a point due to a system of charges. See, potential at a point due to a system of charges is the algebraic sum of potentials due to individual charge. Remember, electric potential is a scalar quantity, so it obeys ordinary laws of algebra. Potential at one point due to many charges can be calculated as algebraic sum of potentials due to individual charge. Q1 in the potential P hatra ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೆ calculate ಮಾಡಿ. You calculate potential at P due to Q2, potential at P due to Q3, potential at P due to Q4. Add them up, right? So potential at a point Potential at a point due to many charges is the algebraic sum. Potential at a point due to many charges is the algebraic sum. You must know why we are considering algebraic sum. Potential at a point due to many charges is the algebraic sum of potentials at that point due to individual charges. Suppose we have a point P here. We have a point P here, and suppose this point P is surrounded by some charges, say Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and so on up to Qn. There are n number of charges surrounding this point P. Let the distance between Q1 and point P be R1. Distance between Q2 and point P be R2. Distance between Q3 and point 3 be R3. And distance between Q4 and point P be R4. Right? Now, potential at this point due to Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 will be the algebraic sum of potentials due to individual charges. Q1 in the illest potential ade ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Suppose 10 volts ಬಂತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 10 volts. Q2 in the 5 volts. Q3 in the ಮತ್ತೆ 5 volt. Q4 in the 10 volts. Q1 in the 10, Q2 in the 5, Q3 in the 5, Q4 in the 10. Can you tell me what is the potential at P due to these many charges now? ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಇವಿಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಪೊಟೆನ್ಶಿಯಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಮೆನಿ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ algebraic sum of potentials at that point due to many charges ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. That's right, 30 volts, right? Simple. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ, right? So we'll write the explanation. Let Q1, Q2, Q3 so on up to Qn be the point charges. Be the point charges surrounding point P. Correct alla? Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 so on up to Qn be the point charges surrounding this point P. R1, R2, R1, R2, R3 and R4. R1, R2, R3 so on up to Rn be the distances of the point. Distances of point P from, see, R1 is distance of point P from Q1, R2 is distance of point P from Q2, R3 is distance of point P from Q3. So from Q1, Q2, Q3 so on up to Qn respectively. These are all the distances. You must write the explanation. Explanation ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 1 mark ಇರ್ತದೆ exam ನಾಗೆ. So R1 ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, R2 ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, R3 ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, R4 ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, Rn ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, that must be specified. R1, R2, R3, R4 so on up to Rn are the distances of what? Distances of point P from Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 so on respectively, right? Now can we calculate potential at P? Potential at P due to Q1. Potential at P due to Q1. ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ potential at P due to Q1 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ V1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R1. Correct ಅಲ್ಲ? Q1 by R1. Distance between source charge and the point is R1. Next we'll calculate potential at P. Potential at P due to Q2. Potential at P due to Q2 will be V2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 divided by R2, right? Similarly, potential at P due to Qn. See, once you calculate potential at P due to Q1, next you calculate potential at P due to Q2, next you directly calculate potential at P due to Qn. Potential at P due to Qn will be Vn is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Qn divided by Rn, correct? Now we will calculate the net potential at point P. Thus, net potential at point P will be V is equals to algebraic sum of individual potentials V1 plus V2 plus so on up to Vn. Net potential at a point due to many charges is equal to algebraic sum of potentials due to individual charges. So we'll substitute the values of V1, V2, so on. V1 is known to us 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 by R1 plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 by R2 plus so on up to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Qn divided by Rn, right? Illen common bartund nodri, take that out as common factor. We just get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as the common factor. Moora athwa n terms nagu 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught common ade, take it out. We can write it as Q1 by R1 plus Q2 by R2 plus so on up to Qn by Rn. After taking 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as the common factor, we will be left out with Q1 by R1, Q2 by R2 plus Qn by Rn. So this must be just V. V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into, see, you can write this as a sum. This is series, summation summation index rising from. The first number must be the beginning index. This beginning index I must be equal to 1. I starting from 1 to it is ending at n. So I starting from 1 and I ending at n of Qi divided by Ri. Replace 1 by I. That's it. Divided by R must be replaced by 1 antandre another 1 is nothing but I. So this is the expression for potential at a point due to many charges. Potential at a point due to many charges. Is this clear? Is this clear? How to calculate potential at a point due to many charges? This is an important 3-mark question. This is an important 3-mark question. Clear? This is an important 3-mark question. Even practice ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Forces ಒಳಗೂ superposition principle ಹೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಕೂಲಂಬ್ಸ್ ನ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಅದನ್ನ. Force between multiple charges is the vector sum of force between individual charges. That is done. Illi kuda you must do the same, but here you must consider the algebraic sum because potential is a scalar quantity. Should I explain it again? Innond sar explain madla. Innond sar explain madbeka. Should I explain it again? Okay. Yes. On circular nodri, we'll quickly go back to it and we'll see what we have done. See, I have here considered a point. And the charges Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4 are surrounding it. At point P, potential due to these many charges are to be calculated. Potentials at a point due to many charges is equal to algebraic sum of potentials due to individual charges. This point net potential andre individual charges in the potential calculate madri, add them up algebraically. That gives you total potential at point. Explanation bardivi. First you calculate potential at point P due to Q1. Potential at point P due to Q1 is V1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 by R1. General formula for potential due to point charge must be known. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R is the general formula for potential due to a point charge. One charge in the one point charge in the potential estandre V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R. So Q1 in the Q1 by R1. Potential at P due to Q2 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q2 by R2. Similarly, you calculate potential at P due to Qn 1 by 4 pi epsilon Qn by Rn. Net potential is the algebraic sum of individual potentials. V is equals to V1 plus V2 plus Vn. So substitute ಮಾಡಿ 1 by 4 pi epsilon ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗಿರಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. This is to be expressed as summation. Summation index rising from first number must be written in the lower limit. I is equals to 1 and it is ending at n. So I should end at n. I rising from 1 to n. Qi divided by Ri. E 1 adala 1 is to be replaced. 1 is equals to I. So 1 iralli I barbidri. Qi divided by Ri. So this is regarding potential due to many charges. I hope the idea of potential due to many charges is clear. Can you tell me how many potentials will be there at a point if it is surrounded by two charges? If it is surrounded by two charges, ಎಷ್ಟು potential ಇರ್ತಾವೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? If a point P is surrounded by two charges, can you tell me how many potentials exist at this point? There is only one potential. There is only one potential, which is the sum of potentials due to individual charges. ಒಂದೇ potential ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ 10 volts ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇದರಿಂದ 5 volts ಇರಬಹುದು. ಇದೆರಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತದೆ and potential will be 15 volt. ಎರಡು potential ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? Potential due to individual charges will be summed up and there will be only one potential at point P, right? So this must be clear. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ you need to understand one thing before we start capacitances. Capacitances start ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Observe now. Suppose there is a source charge here and there is a point P which is at a distance r from the source charge. We know potential at point P is given by V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. From this I can write potential at point P is directly proportional to source charge. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught constant ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ರೆ potential is directly proportional to source charge and potential is inversely proportional to distance. Try to focus on this point. Idr mele focus ಮಾಡಿ. Potential at a point is directly proportional to the magnitude of the source charge. More is the magnitude of the source charge, more is the potential at point P. Suppose the source charge is 1 coulomb. Suppose the source charge is 1 coulomb and point P is at a distance of 1 meter. Can you tell me what is the potential at point P? What is the potential at point P? I have given you the value of R. R is 1 meter and Q is 1 coulomb. Can you tell me what is the potential at this point? E point hatra potential ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Can you tell me what is potential at this point? V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R. 1 volt ಆಗಲ್ಲ, 1 volt ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Potential is given by V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R. Q is equals to 1 coulomb. R is 1 meter. You are leaving this 1 by 4 pi epsilon. ಇದನ್ನು evaluate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. 9 into 10 to the power of 9. So potential at this point will be 9 into 10 to the power of 9 volts. Clear alla? Okay. Right. Suppose I make this charge 2 coulomb. See, I have increased the magnitude of the charge. What will be the potential at same point P? I have increased the charge. Can you tell me what will be the potential at that point? Your potential ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Charge increase ಮಾಡೀನಿ, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ potential ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? It will be still 9 into 10 to the power of 9 or it will be 18 into 10 to the power of 9. Very good. ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ as you go on increasing the magnitude of the charge, potential at a point also goes on increasing, right? In general, we say, generally what we say is, if we have a body, if I go on adding charge to this body, if I go on adding charge to this body, ಈ ಬಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. If I go on adding charge to this body, what happens to its potential? What happens to its potential generally? ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ? If I go on adding charge to a body, what happens to its potential? Very good. Increase ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋದು. ಇದನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ you can take this as a comparison with heat and temperature. ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Suppose I have a body here. If I go on adding more and more heat to this body, if I go on adding more and more heat to this body, what happens to its temperature? What happens to its temperature? ಇದರದ್ದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? What happens to its temperature? Increases ಅಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. You can consider charge as the heat, or you can compare charge to heat, and you can compare potential to temperature. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಹ್ಯಾಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರದ್ದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. As you go on adding water into a container, what happens to the level or height of the water? What happens to the height of the water in the container? If you want pouring water into the container, height ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಬದಲು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, you go on adding charge, its potential goes on increasing. I hope the idea of charge and potential is clear. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅದರದ್ದು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇ ಆಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಎ ಬಾಡಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. This becomes the basic principle of a capacitor. Next capacitor ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. This becomes the basic principle of that capacitor. Is this clear? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಯ್ತು. Should I explain this point again? V proportional to Q. If this is clear, we can move forward. Okay. So this is regarding potential due to a point charge and potential at a point due to many charges. Idishtu odirri. In the next class, we will mention an expression for potential at a point due to a dipole. ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಡೈಪೋಲ್ ಇಂದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರ್ತದೆ, that we will derive, right? And we will start capacitance after that. Potential energy ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ. After finishing potential energy, we will start capacitances, right? So this is all regarding today's class. We'll continue in the next class, please, right? ಇದನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಓದ್ರಿ. This is an important topic. ಈಸಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿರೈವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರೀ ಇದ್ರಾಗೆ ಥಿಯರಿಕ್ಕಿನ ಡಿರೈವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅವೆ. ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೂ ದಿಸ್. ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.